Well, I know you're worried about the price of gas, food, and other necessities, and why it matters if we make more things here in America. Well, it matters a great deal because the pandemic and the economic crisis that we inherited and Putin's war in Ukraine have all shown the vulnerability when we become too reliant on things made overseas. We learned the hard way that we can't fight inflation if supply chains buckle and send prices through the roof every time there's a disruption, which has been constant disruptions, particularly in South Asia. We know that one of the best ways to fight inflation is to bring prices down, is to strengthen the resilience of our supply chains. And that includes making more things here in America, at home, from top to bottom. And that's been my priority since day one. If I can slow here for just a second and point out that, I didn't realize, I've been a senator for a long time, then a vice president for 8 years. I didn't realize there was an act passed back in 1939. It was called Buy American. I didn't know it existed. It's totally within the bounds of negotiated deals on trade. It says that when the president spends your money appropriated by the Congress, the president should only buy products or let contracts for things that are made in America, whether it's the deck of an aircraft carrier or it's a computer chip. Today's job report shows our plans and priorities have produced the strongest job creation in the modern times of the American economy. Today's report shows we created 428,000 jobs last month. And that means we have now created a total of 8.3 million jobs in my first 15 months in office with the help of the gentleman behind me. The unemployment rate now stands at 3.6%, the fastest decline in unemployment in the start of a president's term ever recorded. Again, because of the guys behind me. Black unemployment has been cut nearly in half since I took office. And unlike previous administrations, where the deficit went up, every single year we've reduced the deficit. Last year, with all we've done, we've reduced the deficit. Does this work? We reduced the deficit by a total of $350 billion. That's reduced the deficit last year. And this year, by the end of the fiscal year, by October 1st, we will reduce this year's deficit by $1.5 trillion. Never in the history of America has that happened before. And the backbone of our recovery is manufacturing. Manufacturing employment is up in America 545,000 jobs since I took office, the largest 15-month gain since 1985. And these manufacturing jobs matter because they fuel our economic growth.